Alright, I want you to be honest with me right now. How many times have you seen a girl at a cafe, at the gym, at a party, and instead of walking over, you stood there, you waited, you convinced yourself the moment wasn't right? Maybe she looked busy, maybe you didn't look good enough today. Maybe tomorrow would be better. And then she left, and you spent the next 3 days replaying that moment in your head going, why didn't I just say something? That feeling right there? That's not shyness, that's not being introverted, that's not just your personality, that's rejection anxiety. And it's been running your life without you even realizing it. But here's what I want you to understand before we even get into this. Rejection anxiety isn't a character flaw. It's not weakness. It's not something wrong with you. It's a program, a deeply installed program that your brain picked up somewhere between childhood and your first heartbreak. And just like any program, it can be rewritten. So give me 7 minutes, because by the end of this video, the fear of rejection is going to look completely different to you, not smaller. Different. And different is where change starts. Let's get into it. Number 1, you're not afraid of rejection. You're afraid of what you think it means. Here's what actually happens when a guy walks up to a girl and she's not interested. She says something polite. Maybe she looks away. Maybe she smiles awkwardly. That's it. That's literally the whole event. 30 seconds. Done. But in your head, it becomes a verdict. It means you're not good enough. It means you'll never figure this out. It means she saw something in you that confirmed your worst fear about yourself. You're not afraid of the moment. You're afraid of the story your brain tells after the moment. Think about a friend of yours, a confident guy, someone who just goes for it. If he approaches and she's not interested, he laughs it off and moves on. Same event, completely different meaning. The rejection didn't change, the interpretation did. Here's the shift. Rejection is information. It is never a verdict. She didn't like the vibe in that moment. That's it. She didn't evaluate your soul. She doesn't know your humor, your story, your growth. She had one interaction 30 seconds and made a call based on incomplete data. Just like you do every day with strangers. Stop letting a 30-second moment carry the weight of your entire self-worth. Number 2, your brain is lying to you about the odds. Let me ask you something. What do you actually think is going to happen when you approach? If you're being honest, your brain goes to the worst possible outcome. She'll laugh. Her friends will see. Everyone around you will know you got rejected. You'll feel humiliated. You'll never recover. Bro, that is not reality. That is a horror movie your brain wrote, produced, and cast you in as the victim. The real outcome? Most of the time, she's flattered. She might not be interested, but she's not going to humiliate you. Most women are kind. Most women have been the person who wanted someone to just come say hi. The catastrophic rejection scene your brain keeps running? It almost never happens. Your brain evolved to protect you from lions, but there are no lions anymore. So it applies that same survival panic to social situations. It treats embarrassment like death. It is wrong. And you're letting a prehistoric threat detection system run your love life. Pay attention to this one. The uncomfortable feeling you get before approaching is not danger. It's just discomfort. And discomfort is something you can walk through. Number 3, every confident man you admire was rejected a lot. Let me paint you a picture. There's a guy, let's call him Marcus. Marcus is 22, not the tallest guy, average looking, not rich. But something about him is magnetic. He walks into a room and women notice. He approaches without hesitation. He's charming, grounded, and totally unbothered. You look at Marcus and think, he's just naturally confident. He probably never gets rejected. Wrong. Marcus got rejected 50 times, 100 times. He got ignored. He got the polite, I have a boyfriend. He got the fake number. He's had girls walk away mid-sentence. But Marcus made a decision early on. Every rejection is a rep. Every no is a callus. Every awkward interaction is tuition paid toward confidence he now carries for free. The guys you look at who seem effortlessly confident, they earned it in the moments you walked away from. Confidence is not given. It is built in the exact moments you're trying to avoid. Number 4, the moment you stop needing a yes, everything changes. Here's the psychological shift that actually moves the needle. Most guys approach with a hidden contract in their head. I'll talk to her, and in exchange, I need her to be interested. I need this to go well. I need validation from this. She can feel that contract. Women are incredibly tuned to emotional energy. When you need the yes, it leaks out of everything, your tone, your posture, your eyes, and it feels like pressure. It feels like desperation, and it's a turn off. But when you approach with zero attachment to the outcome, when you genuinely think, I'm just going to say hi because I felt like it, and whatever happens is fine, your whole energy changes. You're not performing. You're not auditioning. You're just being a person who saw another person and decided to connect. That energy is magnetic because it's rare. Because most guys are walking around desperately needing the yes, and you're the one guy who just doesn't. Here's the line I want you to remember. You're not approaching to get something. You're approaching to offer something, your presence, your energy, your personality. If she's into it, great. If not, that's her choice to make. Non-attachment is not indifference, it's freedom. And freedom is attractive. Number 5, redefine what success means. Right now, your brain defines success as, she gave me her number, she smiled at me, she liked me. Flip it, new definition of success, I felt the fear, and I walked forward anyway. That's it, that's the win. Whether she's into it or not is irrelevant to whether you succeeded. You showed up, you acted despite the fear. That is courage. That is the version of you that becomes the guy women actually fall for long term. Start measuring your wins differently, not by the outcome, by the action. Every time you feel that freeze and you move through it anyway, you win. You just deposit it into your confidence bank, and that account compounds. 10 brave moments becomes 20. 20 becomes your default. One day you wake up and the fear is just quiet, not because the fear is gone forever, but because you've proved to yourself again and again that you can walk through it. Number 6. Make it a game, not a test. Here's something that changes the energy completely. Stop treating approaches like exams. Stop treating every interaction like you're being graded. Make it a game, a low-stakes, genuinely playful experiment. Walk into a coffee shop with this mindset. Today I'm just going to say one honest thing to one person, not to get a number, not to impress anyone, just to practice being present with another human being, then do it. Hey, that book you're reading, is it actually good or just good Instagram? That's it. Nothing loaded, nothing desperate, just two humans connecting for 30 seconds. She might laugh. She might give you a whole 5-minute conversation. She might politely say she's busy. All 3 outcomes, you're fine. All 3 outcomes, you practiced. All 3 outcomes, you win. The fear of rejection gets smaller every single time you go through it and survive, and you always survive. Number 7, the last one, and this is the one most guys never hear. The real cost of rejection anxiety is not the rejections you experience. It's the connections you never make. Think about that for a second. The girl who might have been your best story, the conversation that might have changed your whole week, the person who might have become someone important in your life, you'll never know, because you didn't go. Every time you let fear win, you're not just avoiding rejection, you're rejecting yourself first. You're telling yourself, before she even gets a chance, I'm not worth the risk. And that right there, that is the real rejection, the one you're giving yourself in silence every single time you choose comfort over connection. Rejection from someone else stings for a day. Regret from your own hesitation stays with you for years. So here's the moral I want to leave you with, and I mean this sincerely. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's deciding that what's on the other side of fear is worth more than the comfort of staying still. The fear of rejection is not your enemy. It's a signal. It's pointing at exactly the thing you need to do to grow. The fear showing up means you care. Caring is good, but don't let caring become hiding. Go, say something. Be human, be real, be present. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need the perfect line. You don't need the perfect day, the perfect outfit, or the perfect moment. You just need the decision that you are worth the risk. Because you are. Drop a comment and tell me what's one situation where you wish you hadn't let fear win. Let's talk about it. And if this hit different, the next video is exactly what you need to watch next. We're going deep on the 7 habits that make women notice you before you even open your mouth. Trust me, you don't want to skip that one. See you there.